y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. I'm a mom and I love talking about holistic health and wellness and nutrition and holistic lifestyle, motherhood, fitness, all that good stuff. So I was originally going to make an intro video explaining who I am, my history, background, and all that, but I don't want to talk about me right now. I just want to talk about ways to reduce stress and anxiety, because this world is crazy right now. We're all experiencing a lot of emotions, stress, and there's just a lot of evil right now, and I think it's just important that we learn what's best for us. I want to first start off with taking 3 deep breaths. Deep breathing itself has so many benefits. It decreases stress and increases calmness. It relieves body pains, boosts your immune system, and gives you energy, and then it helps the body detox. 70% of the toxins you release is for breathing. I used to have anxiety attacks all the time and would hyperventilate, and people would tell me, breathe deep, take slow, deep breaths. And I was like, what is that going to do? But it's so important. It really calms you down and grounds you and just brings you a sense of peace. So I recommend, if you're feeling anxious or stressful, just first off, just breathe. Other things to do to decrease your anxiety, like going on a walk. Going on a walk in nature. Nature is like healing for the soul. Like, nature speaks to you and you can go speak to nature. It is just so peaceful. You need the sunshine, vitamin D. It is just so good for you physically, mentally, spiritually. Just, ooh, go outside. And it's important to vent your emotions. Choose someone you trust. Could be someone you know well and love, or like a therapist, but it's important to let it out. Just because you hold on to everything and you're tough doesn't make you strong or emotionally intelligent, and crying doesn't make you weak. It is okay to cry. It's good to let out these feelings because it's toxic to your body if you hold all this stuff in. So vent to someone, or even just journal all your feelings, and if you're uncomfortable with it, throw it away or burn it, like, so no one finds it. I personally love journaling. I love journaling my feelings, my goals, and my intentions, or motivational thoughts, or I have a gratitude journal, and I love practicing gratitude because it makes you more thankful. The more you focus on the things that you're grateful for, the more they magnify, and the stress of what you don't have goes away. Have a good laugh. Like, go hang out with someone you know is funny, or just smile. Like, smile to yourself, smile to your family, smile to a dog, or if you're in public, go smile. Like, a smile really lights people up day, and it even makes yourself feel better, just simply smiling. Read something you enjoy. I love reading books about nutrition and like mental health and brain health and all that. Like, all that stuff excites me. Like, if you love reading a Harry Potter book or something, go do that. It doesn't matter if you don't have a religion. You can connect to yourself and find yourself spiritually and come with peace to yourself. For me personally, I'm a Christian. My relationship with God has impacted me so much. Like, he brings me so much peace and calming. If I'm super anxious or sad or scared or whatever, I just pray and read my Bible, and I have so much peace. And for me, that is like one of the biggest things for me. So find something that works for you. It doesn't have to be religion. You can just be spiritual and connect to yourself, find who you are. Like, just try something. And meditation comes with spirituality. Like, I try to meditate, but I can't sit here and say I do because it's hard with a toddler. It's hard to clear my mind and have peace. But I do practice deep breathing because sometimes I get really overwhelmed and frustrated, and I just will sit there on the ground with Jayla, and I will take some deep breaths in and just, and I feel so much better. And deep thinking is really good, not the whole worrisome, like, what does this happen? What is this? What is that future? But what if they thought of this of me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not talking about that deep thinking. I'm thinking about just looking at your thoughts, like, putting them out and analyzing them, and maybe changing a negative thought and turning it into something positive, or trying to figure out what to grow and learn from that, instead of letting it sit in your mind and change the brain chemistry all in your mind. I can't stress this enough. You could be doing everything perfectly in life, doing all these steps, having the perfect diet, supplements, all that, but if you're not getting enough sleep, you are going to be all whacked. You need to recharge yourself. You need the balance. You need to relax in order to maintain low stress levels. If you're not sleeping at all, you're going to be stressed. Reduce your social media. Like, we all love social media. Obviously, we're both using it right now. I love Facebook. I love Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. But it's important to set boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to drain yourself, because social media is an energy exchange, and I found for me that whether I'm mindlessly scrolling or trying to communicate with people, it is draining sometimes, and you need to set boundaries for yourself. Anxiety is simply your body telling you that you're out of balance. Our nervous system uses chemicals called neurotransmitters, and they communicate with neurons in the brain, which is our brain cells. So when your diet is poor and stress levels are high, these neurotransmitters get depleted, and neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin calm us down. And so if you're living in a really hard situation, or anxiety, and like I said, high stress levels, you're going to have a harder time coping and dealing with it. And like I said before, everybody's different. Someone might have a very terrible diet and high stress levels, but their production of their neurotransmitters still may be better than yours, even though you're actively working on it. And so don't compare yourself to other people thinking, well, why do they live like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody's different. So to have the production of these neurotransmitters is through diet and nutrition. We got to give our body the right nutrients for optimal brain health. Supplements, there are many supplements to help with all this. My number one thing I love recommending is magnesium, because magnesium deficiency is very common, and almost all people have it, just like with vitamin D. And one of the symptoms, just like kind of with vitamin D symptoms usually like depression, and then magnesium is more anxiety, muscle cramps, all that. So there's so many more. So I always suggest, warm in here. I always suggest taking a magnesium supplement. You really can't go wrong. There are different forms that I could probably go into a different day. The B complex, like I said, vitamin D, B12 maybe, especially if you don't eat meat. And then there's adaptogens. It combats stress and promotes relaxation. My favorite one is ashwagandha. It is great for anxiety and for your sexual health. And I love herbal teas like chamomile tea. I love drinking that at night. It really does relax you and help you sleep. Just don't, I personally don't like drinking it right before bed because I'm gonna pee. Another thing I forgot to say with eating, consistently eating also can stress your body. Like, I love to snack. I'm a snacker, and that can put stress on the digestive system, and your gut's your second brain. So if your gut is inflamed and stressed out, your body and mind is going to be stressed out. And it's also the same thing if you're trying to lose weight and you're in a calorie deficit where you're eating less to try to lose weight. make sure you're still eating enough, otherwise your body is going to be like, oh, I have to go into survival mode because I ain't getting the food. Like, that's also stress on your body too. So my tips with eating is make sure you eat when you're hungry and within reason. Don't be like, well, this sounds so good right now, which I'm so guilty of. Do that all the time. I am focused on protein and fat. I say this all the time. I love carbs. Sugar and carbs spike insulin, and then that spikes cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone. There's just so much with like carbs and sugar. But carbs, I like to do some carb cycling, where I eat like no carbs one day and then carbs the next day, and all that. I'm not saying it's terribly bad, but it's good to take breaks. If you ever have anxiety attacks, I used to have them all the time, and they were the worst things ever. And I've never have tried this, but I've heard really good things about it because I haven't had an anxiety attack recently. I used to have them constantly. Bite into a lemon. I think it sounds great because it kind of just makes you go like that and kind of brings you to your senses and kind of grounds you, like in the deep breathings. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really encourage you to try a couple of these things and see if it helps you, or multiple things and a combination of things, and constantly keep trying, and please don't give up. I know this time in the world is really hard. It's got everybody in a hard place, but please don't give up because you're strong and you're capable, and we will get through it. We just need the support of each other. The community and communication with each other is so strong, and I've neglected that power of community for the longest time. So please try these things and let me know if something helps, or if there's something that you do for yourself that helps. Share it. I would love to hear it. If you like the video, please press like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate love and support, and more importantly, Black Lives Matter.